wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes, a cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Pollard losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. try. It'll bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On play action, now Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 27, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident, because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on: catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Brady's throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll... wind up incomplete.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. Being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Cordero Patterson had the second fastest play of 2019. He hit 22.23 miles an hour on a touchdown run, and he found a top gear here as well. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Falcons 10.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with a Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Joe Tryon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Foster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 85 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Run for Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Ryan. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Ryan to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Ryan's throw complete to Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 5. On play action, now Brady. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a give right side. Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he's so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, was not there right now. Because he saw that happen
happened during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Pollard again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over. Looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest right down at the 1-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete. The 20.
Bring in the second string.
Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 99 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Falcons 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He completes it to Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
that's
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bucs, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.